What's up, guys? Looking at some cool stuff here. Some
Deja vu.
Sugar Creek Forge stuff. It's a shame I was hanging out with Tim yesterday, but he is, what does he think he's flying right now?
Yeah, he should be
he's
in
on his
the
way
air.
home.
Well, actually, he's probably home now.
Yeah. It's just beautiful work.
Behind the scenes.
These are Bruce's knives. Quite jealous. There's Bruce.
Hello, guys. Glad to be on this channel. Quite a surprise to have Jeff walk in my house.
I just popped in. I wasn't even invited. It's just how I roll.
Yeah, he just opened the door and there he was. Said,
Yeah.
I heard you were making chili tonight. I said, come on in.
Look how
The
nice
best
he is
chili.
in cutlerylover videos. He's not as nice in my videos.
Yes, Mike's there, and all the videos
That's
I did.
Jeff, by the way, if you didn't know him.
That's true. Oh, I love the filming.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Yeah.
It's Blade Show, right? So many times.
Absolutely.
You know who
In the
he
background?
is? Like, I
Do
ask
I know
people,
who
you know,
he
no,
is?
I ask people on the show, like, when you clearly see that they don't know him, it's like, you don't know who he is? He goes,
John
hi,
Wayne.
I'm Jeff Smith. And they go, okay, nice to meet you. He goes, that's cutlerylover. And I was like, I don't know who that is.
No one knows who I am.
It's fine,
Just
but
make
people
videos.
online, they don't realize
Yeah.
that there are millions of people, they don't know who we are.
We live in a tight little circle on YouTube in the knife community. There's a speck in the universe.
Jeff was asking us what our favorite knives were, favorite things about the blades. Well, I just love all the people I see because I've seen these folks all for so many years.
Yeah.
These two, this one I got from Murray Carter. Murray made the show this year. This was the first time in 5 years that he's been there, so it was good to see him again.
Yeah.
And I really, really love his neck knives. Got a couple of them, and I think this is going to be the one out of all that I like the best.
It is beautiful, and I heard a very cool story about this particular knife. It was at the table, and we have a witness.
We have a witness. You're not going to hear it from me.
No, but he'll force somebody else to tell it.
Well, before they said the story, let me just say that I was the guy who sharpened it. Now
Yeah.
you can tell the story.
Spoiler alert.
Fat chance of that, guys.
I'm Randy from Orlando. I'm Bruce's oldest friend. Do not believe what Mike says.
My camera hog.
When Bruce showed Murray Carter the neck knife this morning after buying it yesterday, he said that it absolutely was the best job of sharpening and the sharpest knife that had ever come back to him.
Yeah, it was it wasn't this one, guys. It was, I have one that I've carried for years, and it was one that I'd maintained and redone several times. But anyway, we had that. Probably the best thing for the show for me was, we'll get to him here in a minute. George from GI Customs came a week early, brought from all the way from North Carolina. He brought his furnace, he brought his big grinder, which he's not getting back. He thinks he is, but it's not. I'm spoiled now. And his tumbler and all his drive and experience, and we've just had an absolute blast making stuff. One of the things, if you look on my channel, you'll see that we did the quenching of this knife. Pretty cool because it was outside, it was dark, and he has finished grinding it. We set an edge on it, and I'm actually putting some green micarta on it that we can leave really rough for good grip. It is a competition type chopper, but we did take it out and try it on the stump, just wrapping a rag around the handle, and you couldn't really control it. But even with that, George,
George,
what was it like?
It was nasty.
It was nasty.
This time it was biting deep, even with a towel.
And I think, all kidding aside, you know, Mike and everybody, the best part of the show for me is always the fellowship. All these wonderful people I get to see.
Yeah, I agree.
They are great friends, and you know, like Mike, even I kid him a lot, and he runs his mouth all the time. But you know what? I went to his house. They were just wonderful hosts. His wife tried to put weight on me, but she made just incredible food. And something that's really special. I got to watch Mike make this for me.
You have to re-edit it.
And it, you know, it took.
Flip it.
It took him.
We're doing the video over.
I'm old. I'm old. Give me a break. But in all seriousness, and I carry this every day, all the time. You know, it took him a while. There's a lot of fitting back and forth. I really gained an appreciation for why these things cost what they do.
Yeah.
But I got to watch him, you know, literally make this from nothing, and it's
finally got the benchmark of sharpness.
It's really special. And after I sharpened it, when I got it home, man. It cuts really well.
That's all I needed was a nice edge. To
Oh
use it.
yeah.
Honestly, what do you use for your strapping?
For the strapping,
Yeah.
I use a diamond strap.
You don't use the drill thing?
Oh, I do. I use your drill
Where
paddle.
did you learn that?
But I've been doing that for 40 years
Oh,
before
come
you
on,
were
give
even
me some
born.
credit.
No, I will give my
back and
credit.
forth with Bruce. Bruce Bruce definitely forgot more than I ever knew. So.
No, I'll give my credit for that. Especially one thing that I had done a long time ago, literally forgot that you reminded me of, in that is how easy it is to use one of those in a hand drill with forward and reverse in it.
Yeah.
You know, you can just flip it back and forth, and really it is a great way to do it, and it leaves a very consistent edge and a very quick edge. It doesn't take long.
The sharpening thing, it never will get old between us.
No,
I don't think we'll ever.
we're never going to give up.
Back and forth with sharpening.
But now
it's
I
playful.
have the endorsement of Murray Carter, so it's your turn to go out.
That's
and
true.
get
You have a
somebody.
Murray Carter story, Mike? I don't think so.
I have
But
some.
I'm not gonna say that on the camera.
I have somebody in mind, but I'm not going to tell you until after we get off camera.
George, how you doing?
Good.
GI Customs here.
No.
George, what'd you like about the show the most?
Networking.
Yeah, absolutely.
Internets.
Huh?
Internets.
Got the internets?
Yeah, what he said, but I can't pronounce it that way. Worked a lot this year, getting contacts and talking to people about doing stuff for the Reckoning International with Tim Troyer, and trying to get support for the guys at Bomba Forge.
Yeah, it's a big deal. That's a great
I
cause.
mainly
cannot
what I
wait to
did
go
this
there.
year.
I will go there with you guys.
Yeah, that'd be
it's,
awesome.
It's to me, it's more than worthy, because they're not trying to give these guys a handout. They're trying to set these guys up on their own in business, so they're self-sufficient.
You said it. What is it?
It's definitely, you can give a fish to a man or teach him to fish.
Yeah,
It's the
exactly. And they're
epitome.
teaching them to fish, and not only that, but they're teaching them to pay it forward when they get set up. Part of the thing that they do is they will make micro business loans, and if you're successful, then you pay that forward to other people in your community. Those folks over there, there's a really good story of a lady over there had lost most of her relatives to AIDS. They gave her $35 loan. It sounds like nothing. But she started a store with it.
Yeah.
She's now very successful. She has a big storefront. She's, you know, long ago paid back her little loan, and she's paid it forward. She's made micro loans to other people in her community and got them started in things. So it's something that's really worthwhile doing.
It's
Yeah, now
literally,
she's able to feed herself, feed her children. She's even able to buy medicine for herself because she has AIDS. It was one of those things where her husband brought it home to her, and then he passed away and left her a widow. And
yeah, in hard times.
yeah, and it's one of those things where people don't expect to be able to ever do anything again, and it gives people hope and gives them the chance to be self-sufficient.
And to have a life where she's going to work every day, I just wonder, that positive attitude, how much it'll prolong her life and enrich, you know, whatever time she has. It's just something that I really believe in.
Yeah, it's life-changing.
One thing, and I may be letting the cat out of the bag, but I don't care. Tim can I'm older than him, so I'll say what I want. But there's going to be a pretty big auction coming up with a lot of stuff, and you guys are going to want to pay attention to it. There's going to be some very cool stuff.
Not just your regular build
Oh no! Oh,
Dude,
no.
now, like, if you look, I don't know
This
if
is gonna be
you are
special.
familiar, Jeff, but there's so many knife
You
makers
need to get
nowadays.
into this
People
one.
that just follow their dream. That started because of people like Tim, George. You were involved. Kali was involved. Were you involved too? You
Yes.
did something. They just started this project. It was knife build along. people just got the files and pieces of steel and everything, and there are actual people that feed their family because somebody did that project 2 years ago. Somebody baked it.
Yep, sure
That's
is.
the spark.
Incredible. There's so many knife makers now.
And not only that, some of them, you know, are really gifted. And for once, Mike says I never say anything good about him, but I want to say this: he's really talented. He's really gifted. And George and both of them, I saw their knives when they first started. You know, gave him advice. Kylie gave him advice. And the nice thing about these guys is they listen. They actually take it to heart. And look where they are now. He's making things like this beautiful folder I got, and you know, he just you know, come so far in such a short amount of time, and all of that, I think, was a lot of it was from Tim just saying, hey, let's show people how to do this and see if they like it.
Yeah.
L. Marshall is one of them, for
Yeah,
example.
absolutely.
There's another one.
Yeah.
Look at his knives are like, whoa.
And Tim Troyer kept planting seeds in both him and I. Why don't you try this? Why don't you try this?
Yeah.
And then we would say, no, I'm not going to try it. He comes back later. Told you.
People like folders.
Yeah.
Back then he did a video about friction folder. And like, you should try it, Mike. You will love it. I'm like, I don't know, it's so complicated. And it was a friction folder. No?
That's when
And look
you were
where
in your closet shop.
Yeah.
And now stuff like this is coming out. Let's see if I can do this just once right. There you go.
We know they're smooth.
If I can open it like that, it's got to be smooth.
Yeah.
But you leave that in Bruce's hands long enough and that flipper will be ground off and there'll be a thumb stud on it.
I'm surprised it still has the pocket clip.
Actually, oh, you need to fix that pocket clip right away. Don't forget.
Right
Oh,
away.
you and your soft hands.
I know. Baby hands.
Baby hands. Man, this is always such a good time here.
This is awesome. I mean, this is my first Blade show. And,
I'm glad that
Is it really?
This
I didn't
is-
realize.
this is
you-
my first
I gotta
Blade
be
show.
honest, I was surprised when you said, yeah, let's go hang out. Because I was hoping that you would
Absolutely.
hang out with us, but I don't know, you know, like, if
Oh,
you have
absolutely. Are you
friends
kidding
there
me?
or
I'm
something.
glad we
Look,
can show you some
I'm
southern
one-
hospitality.
Absolutely. I'm one of the many people who watch your videos here at Bruce's house and just went, man, I wish I could sit that in the circle
That's
and talk knives. And, you know, I recognize this little area from the videos.
Yeah.
And it
Are
was
we
my
going to
honor.
get you down to the Stump of Doom later and film you out
I
there
would love
chopping?
I would love to do something like that.
I'll
Yeah, we
break
still got
out,
daylight.
I brought some sharp knife, at least one we have here.
I'm sure he has something to say.
If you don't have a sharp knife, you brought a sharp tongue.
You're not
Yeah,
going.
absolutely. And some mix.
You're not going to argue that Kylie's knives aren't sharp.
Oh, I
are
cannot
you?
wait to test
Please.
this, yeah.
Yeah, and we'll put Mr. Jeff here behind the camera in front of it, and I've got some other little fun toys.
Okay.
Mike does too, so we'll get him out there for you guys.
I can't wait to test it, maybe give some tips to Kylie how to make it better.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Yeah, and hey,
Quit fishing long enough to listen.
Alright. Hey, I'm guilty of same. I go fishing almost
You
every
don't go
night
fishing,
now.
you go shark hunting.
Yeah, it's a big relax, you know, to go there because the best fishing is like 6, 7. And after you're done in the shop, it's just such a relax to sit there
Just
because
to
it's
sit there.
5-minute drive and you just sit there and you just relax. It's beautiful.
well, since he was mentioned, big shout out to Kylie. We wish he could be here.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, we got to take a collection one year
Kylie,
somehow
stop
and,
fishing.
and get him over here.
Or fish enough
Absolutely.
so you can start selling fish, I guess. I was just glad to see that he did. Did you see his new friction folder?
No.
I loved it.
Oh,
No,
that
no,
little
beautiful
thin line
design.
titanium. I mean, the whole
Beautiful
thing's like
design.
3 millimeters
Yeah.
wide, and
Yeah.
it doesn't have the big tang on it, and it kind
Weighs
of
about
locks
an
right
ounce.
against the
Oh, I
backspace.
gotta check that out. I didn't see that yet.
Oh, very
Really
thin
like it.
ground. Yeah, it's
Oh,
like a
very cool.
gentleman's friction folder, but it's pretty cool.
Cool.
Kylie's pretty innovative.
Absolutely. And shout out to Jeff as well. Tough Thumbs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
the real.
you know,
all right,
it's too cool to school now.
I'm gonna say this one thing that I realized today is I used to call him Geoff because I thought my name was spelled correctly.
That's how I differentiate
Yes,
between you two.
I was Jeff and he was Geoff.
For Mary, my wife, I call him, or I call you Jeff,
Yeah.
and I call Thumbs Geoff, so she knows who I'm talking about.
Exactly. but, and I'll say it on camera, apparently Geoff is the correct spelling. That is the original spelling, and I am just an American version.
You're like head
So, yeah.
Oh really?
Yes, that is
Ooh,
official.
I never
So,
guessed that.
all right, so I
I just
won't
call
make
it
fun of him
Thumbs.
anymore.
One little thing, we'll get straight here. I just want to set the record straight. Bruce calls me George Accard.
Okay.
I don't know what in the world Mike's saying when he says my name.
I say iCard.
iCard.
Okay.
You call me Icard.
I call it card.
Icard.
So what is it?
iCurd.
iCurd.
Short A, you know, kind
Let me
of
tell you something.
rhymes with turd. Okay? iCurd.
Nicest man ever, because I must have said your name about 50 times and never corrected me.
Listen, working, you know, being in the military, working in the prison system, I've been called everything except for what I am.
I was say some profanities too as well.
Right.
As long as you don't call me names, it's all good, right?
Just don't call me late for dinner. I'm good.
There you go. Georgia Curd.
iCurd.
iCurd.
Look at you. You do it again. Look at you, Hefe.
Wait, Mike said that. What are you talking about?
I don't know what Mike
defense,
said.
he did come for dinner Friday night.
Yep.
So it's not like he's not.
Yeah, he
cool
came
to
for
school.
dinner
He
and he
came
left.
for dinner. He hung out.
Yeah. No, we had a great time.
Did you mention the other big name we
Oh,
had
yeah,
here
Leon
for
Ma.
dinner? Leon Ma.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Leon was here.
And
Nice
not
guy.
only that, but I saw some. He let me fondle some new
Yeah,
stuff.
I
Guys,
saw
and
some new
it's
stuff.
gonna be
And
cool.
Oromoto, YouTuber Oromoto. A lot of people
Absolutely.
don't know who he is. Oromoto.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
We
isn't
all
it?
ate
You saw it.
we all ate Bruce's chili, which was phenomenal.
Yes.
Is that your chili or your wife's chili?
Mine.
Okay, I got to give credit where it's due.
Venison and elk.
Yeah,
So
venison.
good.
Wonderful,
Mix.
absolutely. It was
And
so
it wasn't
good.
spicy, so even I could eat it.
Yeah, well, I like to make it. You can always make it hot, but you can't make it.
That's true. You can't take the
I
heat
like
out.
to make it where everybody can eat, and then people can spice it up if they want.
Awesome.
Bruce strangled the elk with his own hands.
I did. I jumped out of the tree, got on his back.
It was a roadkill.
It was hard to get him down because I had to use Mike's knife and I hadn't sharpened it. yet.
Nah.
That wasn't elk, that was a possum.
Right out of the backyard. We got 4 or 5 of them.
He's out there with a
Well, actually, there's a couple less now, but
Oh, look.
And shout out to Ben.
Yes,
people.
absolutely. There's so many people. I mean,
Oh,
that,
yeah, there's-
that was my favorite part of the show, honestly, is meeting all these people I've been talking to for years, and actually get out,
Amazing,
shake
yeah.
some hands, and talk about knives. It was a dream, honestly. This is the Mecca Blade Show, Mecca for
well,
knife
I
people.
really enjoy your videos, and I was
thank you.
just delighted
watch
and
every single
surprised that you and your. I really have. I've watched all of everybody's here, and it was just really a delight to see you walk in the door. I was so surprised when
I felt so bad because Mike invited me as if
I
he
was pretty
lives
sure
here.
that Bruce would not mind.
Oh no!
Yeah, but I hate
No,
showing up
because
uninvited.
Here's the thing. People, like, I got to meet you. I know that how nice of a guy you are in person. And I know these guys. And I know that they would like you, and you just know, certain things you just know that people will be happy about.
I just
Yeah.
hope you come back next
And I
year.
really,
Oh, this is,
he really-
I told him
you
I'm
guys
starting to
think
save now.
You are so popular because you are nice on the camera. People don't know that you actually are nice in person.
Exactly.
Because
Thank
on
you.
the camera, but on,
He's a
and
great
it's-
actor.
but no. You don't. People don't realize that you kind of have to behave certain things. You cannot say oop totally everything on the camera.
Yeah.
And we hit it off with Jeff. He really is a cool guy.
I mean, any guy that's not afraid to let you see him spit, snot, and vomit on camera.
There you go.
That's true, yeah.
It's true.
And choke half to death.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know
true.
how you eat that hot stuff. Oh my God.
Well, maybe next year I'll bring something extra special.
We were hot.
We'll watch you eat
That
it.
was easy. I ate ghost pepper with him.
We had we had some.
That's an inside joke.
My wife she likes hot sauces and she wanted to experiment. She doesn't like them super hot, but
Yeah.
we ordered some stuff. I wish we'd have kept it. We finally just tossed it, but I couldn't even open the bottle and get around it. Oh my God!
Some of the stuff's so hot, the smell
Unbelievable.
clears you out.
Whew.
The
Oh.
crazy one we got, it didn't smell.
No, that was a sneaker. Sneaked up on you.
We had that.
It was silent but deadly.
We had that I told you know we had the friend of.
Peanut gallery over here.
He was that guy that nothing is spicy, it's all good, you know. So I was visiting Jeff for the show was a couple months back, and he had one of those crazy like 5 million Scoville sauces, and he said he didn't use it. So can I take it because I have a guy who I want to give this to? I'm like, here, try it. If this is not spicy enough for you. And he was gonna actually put it like on on a spoon to try it, like drop or so. I said no, don't do that. And I handed him a toothpick, and he just dipped the toothpick, and he said that it's crazy.
Yeah, that stuff will put you on
He
your
was-
knees.
Thank you for not letting me put it on the spoon. I couldn't. I cannot. Like that thing. That was the spiciest thing I ever ate. That pepper what you gave me. That
There's a Taipan chili.
I can't. And that was probably somewhere on the
What do
bottom of the
Jeff,
score
what do you
wheel.
think the hottest thing is that you've ever tried?
As of right now, I tried pure capsaicin, which is the one I had. Yeah, but I diluted it in alcohol too. So I took one drop. I had some like moonshine, and I put just like 2 crystals in there, and I diluted it a little bit, and I took 1 dropper, and it was hard to breathe, and it was really, really scary.
Capsaicin, that's from cayenne, is it not?
Capsaicin itself, it was extracted for the crystal form. It's like in its medical form. It's not meant for consumption at all.
Capsaicin.
Yeah,
I was kind of like swallowing tear gas.
it was horrific, absolutely horrific. I mentioned before, maybe next year. I can't fly with it though. I do have a can of Sharpening left.
Oh, you had the face detail, man.
The face,
It was
Sharpening.
that, like, that moment.
Well, otherwise I got a face that could make a freight train take a dirt road.
The hot stuff, I said it before too, like I really like spicy food a lot. But most of the stuff that I'll do like on camera, the crazy stuff, that's purely novelty.
Did you like what Leon mixed today?
Yes, that was actually very good.
That was good?
Yeah, Jeff had a hard time eating it.
I need to hook you up with my friend in Kentucky. He grows ghost and scorpion peppers and pickles them and makes jelly.
Wow,
and
sounds
things
great.
like that.
Jelly?
He makes scorpion pepper jelly.
No.
What do you do with it?
Well, I watched him turn.
Peanut butter and jelly and breakfast.
I watched him after he actually had some pickled scorpion peppers, and we were camping. He goes, I'd like to just eat one. So he takes one out, so he's got his audience now watching him. So we're all sitting there, and he goes, and he chews it. And most people when they eat a hot pepper, they kind of turn red and start sweating. He turned white. He turned white. I mean, it looked like a deathly
It's surprising.
And he spent the next 15-20 minutes trying to relieve himself of the pepper, and the rest of the day going down and sticking his head in the creek.
Throwing up's, by the way, probably the worst thing you can do.
Because it just
brings it back up.
Yeah, it just brings it back up. But I don't think he had much of his choice. His body revolted.
Yeah, a lot of times that's what happens. You throw up because your body just rejects it. It's
just
not supposed to
rejects
be in there.
But that was probably the bravest and dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Wow. Well, more hot sauce videos to come.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go shop.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we're cutting it here because we're gonna go outside and really have some fun in the Stump of Doom.
We're gonna go play.
Okay, cool. All right, well we'll see you guys soon.
2,000 pounds of tree.
Don't cut yourself.
That's crazy.
I'll just say it ahead of time.
Don't cut yourself. Don't cut Jeff.
Don't take a leg off.
And don't let
with the
a
blades,
large knife go flying like I
with
did.
the blades we're about to test, you really don't want to cut yourself.
I show up here the
You'll
other
lose a
day,
limb.
and me and Bruce is back there, and I'm kind of standing back behind him where I think it's safe.
Oh god.
I'll go over here and stand under the porch. Whoops.
All right, guys, some chopping action coming up. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Take care.